Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and creator behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are here. I have a special guest joining me. Rory, come on. This is Rory. This is another one of our puppies. We have two dogs, and she is our mutt. So she's a mix, and hopefully she will not bark. Because she tends to do that when there's loud noises. So hopefully she'll behave herself and just relax. But I'm so glad you guys are joining me today. I have a lot of fun, exciting announcements today, and some fun things to show you and finished objects. So we're going to start off with the shop update as usual. And yeah, I'm going to start off just reiterating that Knit Graffiti, she's on Instagram and she's on Ravelry, and I'll include the link to the Ravelry group. She is running a brioche-a-long. She's a really big brioche designer and a pattern designer, and Multifarious Nature is a prize sponsor for one of the prizes. There's many prizes, but we are one of the sponsors, and the prize is one full-size skein of yarn, and there's Rory's little thought on the matter. Is one full-size skein of yarn. So yeah, if you want to participate in the brioche-a-long, jump on over to her Ravelry page. I'll include that link below, and if you participate, you could possibly be entered to win that prize. So that's really exciting. And then I also have something else that's super exciting. So I decided to jump on the bandwagon. Andrea Mowry, a designer that I follow and love her patterns, she does this for her birthday, and I realized my birthday's coming up here, and I want to have you all celebrate with me. So you can enjoy a 36%, I'm turning 36, so 36% off discount if you use the code birthday36. It's all capitals, and I'll include the code down below, and that's good through from starting today, so March 20th through March 30th, and that's my birthday, March 30th. So so like a week and a half-ish, you can enjoy that code and coupon of 36% off your purchase of yarn. It's off of yarn, and I debated whether I would do this or not, but I definitely wanted to include it on all yarn. That is all yarn, everyone. So if that's all yarn. So if you have been eyeing the Multifarious Nature Advent, I do have just a few left, and you can enjoy the 36% off discount on that if you do want to. So that is an amazing deal. There is already a discounted rate on that yarn if you priced it all out. So it's an amazing deal. You would get a lot of yarn and you'd get an excellent discount. So it's just a fun thing. This is the best sale I would be running. This is the best discount I will run all year. So if you do want to, you've been eyeing some yarn and you've just been kind of wondering if there would be a sale or anything, there is, and it's a birthday sale. This is the first time I've ever done it, and I'm really excited about it, and I hope that you'll take advantage of it so that you can, get that yarn that you've been eyeing. And yeah, again, it runs from today, the 20th of March through the 30th of March, and you'll just put that code in. It's birthday 36, and you'll get 36% off of your yarn purchase. So it's just yarn, so it doesn't count for like those little progress keepers and stitch markers, but it does come off of the cost of yarn. So there you go. I hope you guys will enjoy that, and I hope you'll take advantage of it, and then get to have some fun yarn and enjoy knitting or crocheting, whatever your passion is. So that's really exciting. And then I have another little thing. So I'm working on lots and lots of projects, and I absolutely love knitting with my Multifarious Nature yarn. And I am in a predicament because I have a lot of wonderful colors that are new that I really, really want to knit with, but I really want to knit with colors that you guys want to see knit up too. So my means of trying to help me is figure out which color to knit with next. So I want to do another pair of socks. I'm not sure which design I want to do yet, but I do want to use my Multifarious Nature yarn. So I have two colorways that I have decided I want to knit with next, but I want to figure out which one to knit with next, and I want your help. So you can vote by putting a comment down in the comments and just comment which colorway you think I should knit with next. I really would love your help. So I have two colorways that I'm trying to decide between. I have Landscape, which is this gorgeous variegated yarn with some speckling. It has some yellow in there, some beautiful green, some very soft like pastel green in here. And then we have some blues and speckles of blue, browns, reds throughout. So that is Landscape. So that would be, if you wanted me to knit this next in a pair of socks, then that would be Landscape. And so comment below if that's the one you'd like. The next one is Butterfly Kisses, which is a super beautiful. This is on my non-superwash merino base. So to show you guys what that looks like here. It's really beautiful, very soft blues throughout, and then also like very, very soft purple coloring throughout here. And then there is some slight speckling. You can kind of see some slight speckling in here of like a kind of a very soft navy blue speckling throughout. So that is Butterfly Kisses. So if you want me to knit with Butterfly Kisses next in a pair of socks, please comment below that you want Butterfly Kisses knit up. And that way I will know. And yeah, at the end of the week, I will kind of figure out based off of the comments, you know, what you guys want to see next. And based off of that, I will then choose which one to knit up a pair of socks next so you guys can see it knit up. So it's kind of fun. I just wanted some participation because it's hard. I want to knit with all of these, and trying to narrow it down can be tricky. So I appreciate your help and input. So that's super exciting. That was more shop update stuff. So now we're going to jump into finished objects. I'm wearing it again. I love to wear my finished objects because, you know, all the time it takes to knit it, you really want to wear it. So this is, oh, Rory, it's okay. This is Wildflowers Path by Melanie Hoffman. That's the designer. I have done one other design by Melanie Hoffman. I love it. This one is holding Plotulopi held double in the colorway, I think it's Ash Heather. I wrote it down. Ash Heather. It's a beautiful soft gray color. It's very much a natural colorway. I do not believe there's any dyed wool in this. This is, I think, pure wool that has not been dyed. It has really soft gray, like cream color with some probably black then is combed, blended throughout to create this really soft gray color. Really nice. Great sweater to be wearing this time. I'm actually able to wear it because it is still cold. It is, I think, 40 something today degrees Fahrenheit, so it's still pretty chilly. So I could definitely get away with wearing this with a very lightweight coat and very comfortable. So yeah, loving this. Loving it. This was really fast to knit up. If you've been following me and watching my prior videos, you would know that I think I've only talked about this maybe in 2 other videos. Maybe? So like a month. I think this took me about a month to do, which to me that's very fast for knitting a sweater. Now I've been knitting on it a lot, so you know, you have to kind of think about that. Like I've been knitting, really focusing on this pattern. This is a circle yoke. I don't want to give away too much. It is a paid for pattern, but it has a beautiful texturing going on. There's some really fun little embroidered flowers using the Plotulopi, and it's just so much fun, and it really leaves a lot of area for you to personalize the sweater for yourself. So I did exactly what I talked about. So I knit the sleeve. I didn't knit completely the way the pattern told me to do so. I knit like basically part of the body end of things, and then I went to the sleeves so that way I could use the rest of the Plotulopi for the body and get that length in. So, funny story about that, because I did that and that totally worked. It was fine. And then when I bound off, it occurred to me, I need yarn to do the little flower embroidery on the sweater. And I didn't really account for that when I was trying to finish the sweater up, but luckily I had just enough. I kid you not. I'm so excited. Okay, so my goal was to knit this and not have a bunch of leftovers. Not that I have a problem with leftovers, but I'm trying to go through my stash. It's a big thing I'm trying to attack and just get through it and use it, because as much as I love looking at the yarn, I really love looking at it. I want to actually use it. I want to make it into something and not just have it taking up space. That's not my goal. So I knit up this sweater out of 4 plates of Plotulopi. It took 4 full plates. This is all I have left. This little ball of very small pieces of Plotulopi. This is all I have left after doing the embroidery. So I could probably combine some of these, do a little bit more embroidery, but I don't think I will. A lot of them are really small pieces like this. So yeah, there's not much. That's all I have left. I'm so happy. So what I would do with this is you could do a myriad of things. You can use this as stuffing in a little stuffy. If you make a little stuffed animal, have stuffing that is natural instead of plastics or something. So you could do that. But that is all I have left out of the 4 plates of Plotulopi. So my goal was to use all, if not the majority of the Plotulopi, so I wouldn't have a bunch of extra. Because prior projects I've had like a plate and a half left, which is fine because I can definitely make something else with that. But I want to make unique garments that are all kind of different, so that I'll want to wear them all because they're all different and they have their own look, their own material, everything. So the goal was accomplished and I'm very excited about that. So excellent pattern, highly, highly recommend it. It's the one thing you have to keep in mind, I do not like cropped sweaters. I'm not a cropped sweater person. Nothing against that. It's just not my thing. Well, so this is a good length. It really is a good length. It definitely is. But it is a circular yoke. So when you lift your arms, the sweater goes up. So if I was not wearing a shirt underneath this, my tummy would be hanging out, which I'm not a huge fan of that, but you can definitely layer with this sweater and be totally fine. Wear like a long tank top, something, and that would be awesome. That's the one downside to circular yokes that I get a little frustrated with. I love them, I really do, other than when you lift your arms, this really does pull up. With a raglan, it doesn't move much at all, the lengthwise. So raglans are my preferred choice for sweaters for the most part, but I loved knitting this sweater. I would definitely knit it again. It felt so fast. It's a beautiful length. I did, it's not exactly like they call it ballerina sleeve. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure, but where it's kind of like this, where it's kind of a little bit cropped, so if you could put bracelets and things like that. This is definitely like a full long sleeve, comes directly to my wrist. I actually did modify it. I did make the sleeves a little bit shorter than the pattern because my arms are a little bit shorter, but it worked out so well and I love it. I also modified the ribbing length at the bottom to match the sleeves, so that way everything worked out well. And it actually worked out really well because the bottom is actually slightly smaller than the sleeves because I just ran out of yarn. I did. So I've got this excellent, I did the same bind off on my bottom, is that tubular bind off. So awesome bind off, a little time consuming, but worth it. It's really, really nice. So highly recommend that pattern. Excellent, excellent pattern. And yeah, again, this Wildflower Path by Melanie Hoffman. So works in progress. I got a couple here. So this one you've definitely seen before if you are a returning viewer. But if you're new, then you get to see this for the first time. So this is on my Scarecrow base. So this Multifarious Nature Scarecrow base. And it's on my BFL nylon blend. And it's super fun. This is a brioche section of the sock. This is the brioche Slouchy socks by Kari Sinks. And I have done so much. I should really put a progress keeper on these, but I usually don't on socks because they need up relatively quickly. But I was around here last week, and so I finished that off. I did the heel area here, which is a really cute little heel pattern section. It's like got little slip stitches, and now I am doing the decreases. I think I'm one repeat away from finishing the decrease section here of the gusset, and then I will just be knitting in pattern for a couple more inches, and then I will do the toe, and I am almost done. So this is going to go really fast at this point. This took a long time because it's brioche, but once you get down into this foot portion, it goes really fast. I'm really excited to test out this style of sock because it's going to be nice and fitted here, but it's got that slouchy coziness up here. So I'm just curious how that will be. It took some time to knit because of the brioche, so I don't know if this would be like a go-to pattern for me, but I think it would be an excellent pattern as a gift knit because it's very flexible with the fit. Yeah, really excited about this one, and I'm almost there. So again, this is the Scarecrow colorway, which is super fun, super fun. I really think this would make an excellent, if someone wants to make one, you should. Because summer's here, right? It's coming up. So you should make, I really think this would make an excellent little short sleeve top. You know, cropped, short sleeve, I guess tank top even. But I just think it would be so cute. I don't know if a shirt was like in this colorway, I really feel like it would kind of have that fun retro feel to it. I just love this colorway so much. It's so pretty. It has so much fun colors going on, and I think you can wear it like any season. It's got that kind of fall feel vibe to it, a little bit of a spring vibe to it. It's super fun, very versatile. So that's Scarecrow in the Slouchy brioche socks. So super fun pattern, and like I said, you guys, this portion is the part that takes the most patience to get through, is the brioche. But once you get through the brioche, this rest of this pattern is super quick. It just seemed to fly off the needles. So I'm excited because I'm almost done with that one, which means I can cast on another pair of socks, which that's why you guys need to help me figure out which colorway to do, because then I will cast on the socks in that next colorway. Not necessarily this pattern though. Probably a different pattern. All right, so the next one I'm working on that I literally just started, so very little progress. I just started it very late last night, so very little progress. This is the Ripple Bralette by Jessie May, and a well-known designer. This is my first pattern by her though, so you know I'm a little slow to the party here, but I've been eyeing it for a while. I have this really neat yarn on cones that I've been wanting to make something with, and I mean I have a bunch of this yarn, so I will be able to make a bunch of things with it because these cones are huge. Oh, I got it caught on my little here we go. My needle bug. Oh goodness. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's basically lace weight, very thin, very thin. Beautiful colors. I'm marling them together. I don't have a brand on this. They are from, it's Baker Lofts in Allegan, Michigan. They have they like bought a bunch of stock from a yarn mill that I think either went out of business or sold them some like wholesale. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they have a bunch. And so once in a while, like during the Michigan Fiber Festival, they have their, it's like a barn that's across the street from them. They have it open and it has a bunch of this yarn on cones. They have a lot of like chenille yarn, a bunch of yarn. And you buy it in bulk. It's by weight. And so I bought these, and I've never knit with them before. They're kind of delicate on their own, but being held double and then knit up, it adds strength. So I think it'll be okay. I hope. I hope it'll be okay. Oh gosh. I would hate to knit this whole thing up and then put it on and the whole thing like falls apart. That would be a disaster. Oh well. You know. Live and learn. So I literally just started. So this is all I have done. But combining those two colors creates this really beautiful, more violet raspberry colorway. Because this is definitely more of a raspberry. This is like this really almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Neon? Yeah, almost like a neon violet, like really beautiful. So holding that together is creating this really pretty colorway here. And I am just plugging along here, just started, but it's got some serious negative ease in this pattern because it is a bralette. Now some people wear that as a top. I would not wear it as a top. Like I said, I don't want my stomach hanging out. That's just not my thing. So I would definitely wear it as a bralette, so underneath something. But, you know, with summer coming, I think it would be nice to have underneath tank tops or, you know, shirts, anything. But I really want to just give it a try and see how it works out. So we will see. Hopefully this won't be a disaster. You guys will get to learn with me if this is a, you know, a good yarn substitution, because this is not the recommended yarn. She recommends like a merino nylon blend. So I'm going wild. I'm going rogue. So whatever happens is on me. It's not on the designer. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. Very little. I mean, I'm seriously on maybe my third row, so very little progress. But we will see how that turns out. I'm excited. I really like this color, so I think it'll be fun. It's fun to knit with fun colors during the spring and summer. So that's what that's all about. And that is, again, the Ripple Bralette by Jessie Made. Very popular pattern. I just really wanted to try it and make a bralette because I haven't done that yet. So a new pattern, a new garment item that I've never knit up before. So exciting. So let's see what else we've got going on. Oh yes. So bear with me for a hot minute. Pardon my stretch. All right. I have a bunch of stashed wool that I got from my mom and my sister. Like to go thrifting and they find amazing wool for me and yarn in general. And this one is, let's see here. It is a brand called O Wool. It's gonna definitely get blasted out by the light. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that. There we go. O Wool Balanced. O Wool Balanced. It is in the Barn Owl colorway. So really beautiful gray. Very similar. And it is 50-50%. So 50% organic cotton and 50% organic merino. Yes, you heard me say cotton. Come here, Marie. You heard me say cotton. I know. I am not a cotton person. It drives me nuts. It hurts my hands. So this is my attempt at trying a different blend of cotton with merino, which I have not tried yet, and especially the 50-50. I am hoping that there will be enough like stretch, hopefully stretch, bounce back. There's a little bounce back. There definitely seems to be a little bounce back, which makes me feel hopeful that knitting this will not hurt my hands. Knitting with regular cotton is torture for my hands. I know some people like it, but to me it is torture. It hurts. Like, it's not pleasant. So I don't do it because it's not pleasant. But this is my attempt at trying a blend that has cotton in it to create a summer garment. I want to create some, and I have enough because I have 9 skeins of this. My mom got like a bunch. She like found a bunch. My goal is to create a little top. So either a short sleeve, probably a short sleeve top. Melanie Hoffman has a really cute pattern. It is Wild Posy. I think it's the Wild Posy tee. It's basically the short version of her Wild Posy sweater using worsted weight yarn, which is what this is. It's worsted weight. And I think this would be a really cute Wild Posy tee. I think it would. So I'm debating. But there's a bunch of patterns out there that this would probably be excellent for. So I just have to kind of look at them, look on Ravelry, see what I find, and yeah. So if you have a really fun short sleeve pattern that takes around 1,100 yards of worsted weight yarn, zap it over to me, or less yardage, but as close to that as possible. Zap it over to me because I really want to create a fun little summer garment with this, and my hope is that I can knit with this and it's not going to bother my hands. I'm going to try to only cake up one of these. I know that's, usually if you're doing a top with multiple skeins, you should like knit every other row, which normally I do. I normally do that. I am risking striping with this, but I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. If it stripes, it stripes. But, yeah. So if you have a pattern, short sleeve is kind of my goal. I know there's tank tops out there, which I guess if it's a broad tank top, I might think about it, but I really like short sleeves. So, yeah. If you have a pattern recommendation, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And maybe I will do that pattern for my little sweater that I make out of this, which I want to do so bad because, again, that takes up almost half a shelf on my little box shelf over there, so that would clear up a nice chunk. Kind of excited about that idea. Yeah. Because here, I'll show you guys here, because you haven't really seen my yarn studio area. This is my little yarn room. I call it my yarn room. I just kind of taken it over, but here. So Rory's there by the door, and usually you have this backdrop behind me here, but this is my other backdrop here. So yes, I have more yarn. This is the real life, guys. It's not like organized or anything. Kind of over here is all of the fiber that I have. So I have a bunch of, not all the fiber, but the majority of the fiber that I have. There's some more llama blend down here. It's just a different mix. It's more of a black and blue colorway, so it's gonna be really pretty, I think. And then up here, I have some more fiber. This is actually dog fiber. Like, this is Maverick. Maverick is a mini Aussie. So when we brushed him, this is some of his wool, or his fur. So I want to try to spin his fur at some point. So I have that just to give it a whirl and try. And then above, I have a bunch of braids and hand spun. A lot of that's my hand spun wool in the corner there. And then this is, all these braids and such that are various like merino blends and other new ones to try. And then I have some coned yarn. So these big cones down here, that's what I'm talking about. When I said that there's, it's okay, Rory. When I said I caked some of the coned yarn here. So this cone is up top, up here. This is right there. That is the other like almost neon purple colorway. So you can see that is they're massive cones. They're huge. And I have this really neat like gray kind of multicolored one right here. Oops, right here. I think that would blend really nicely with some other color to kind of subdue it. So I'm curious about marling that with something and trying that as well. It is the same fiber content as the neon purple colorway as well, and the raspberry colorway up above. So yes, and you can see I've got all my like spinning stuff up here, and my spinning wheel is not here, it's downstairs in our lower level. But yes, this is my extension of my fiber. So you can see I have quite a bit of yarn, and I really need to get through it. And this is not even including my hand-dyed yarn. Yes. So there, that gave you like a little bit of a tour. So I've got a bunch of this that I need to knit into something, and I just need to try it. I want to try it. You know, spring and summer. Spring is here. It is spring, for like the 1st of spring, the 20th of March, 20th of March. So I'm really excited to try and make something for the summer. And I really want to make it out this time. So if you have any suggestions, I am welcoming them. I would love to hear about them. Because, you know, if you've done a pattern that you absolutely loved, just like I absolutely loved making this sweater by Melanie Hoffman, then I'd love to hear like what you've made and go from there and possibly make it myself. So that's about it as far as what's going on these days. We're going to go for a hike with the dogs later. I still need to go grocery shopping today. But we're going to go for a hike, which I'm really excited about. It's really nice out. It is chilly. Oh, Rory. Like I said, it's in the 40s, so it's pretty chilly. But we're going to take them on a hike, and they love that. So it'll be a good day for a hike. You know, probably wear my sweater to stay warm. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And yeah, keep creating. And stay happy and healthy. I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care. Bye.